Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. We are going to cover the entire IGCSE Economics syllabus one chapter at a time. And this is video number 1, chapter 1.1, the basic economic problem. By the end of this video, you will understand why we make choices, how businesses like Apple and Tesla handle scarcity, and the difference between the goods we buy and the gifts of nature. Let's get started. To understand economics, we must first look at a fundamental conflict. The world has a limited supply of resources, things like land, labor, and capital, but human desires for goods and services are infinite. This leads us to the core of the subject, scarcity. Scarcity exists when there are not enough resources to satisfy everyone's wants. This isn't just a problem for the poor. It is a global reality that affects everyone because our time and our natural resources are always limited. Because we can't have everything, we are forced to make choices. Economics is the study of how we make those choices. Let's look at how this affects you as a consumer. Your main constraint is a limited income, whether that's your pocket money or your monthly salary. You want to maximize your standard of living, but your budget gets in the way. For example, imagine you are in an Apple store. You have $1,000 and you want both the new iPhone and an iPad. Your finite resource, your cash, cannot cover both. You choose the iPhone. In this scenario, the economic problem is that your want for the iPad remains unsatisfied because of your limited resources. Now, let's consider the worker. Here, the limited resource isn't money but time. We all have only 24 hours in a day. Think about an Uber or Amazon delivery driver. They might be offered a high demand bonus to work on a Sunday, but they also want to attend a friend's wedding on that same day. If they choose to work to earn that bonus, they pay for it by losing their leisure time and the social experience of the wedding. They have to choose between income and life's other desires. The producers. Producers and firms face this too. A business has limited amount of factors of production like machines and factory space. Take Tesla Motors as an example. They have a specific assembly line and they must decide, do we build the Model 3 or the Cybertruck today? They cannot use the same robots and the same floor space for both models at the same exact time. By choosing to produce the Cybertruck, they must delay the Model 3. This is a choice of how to allocate limited capacity. The government. Even governments face the economic problem. Their constraint is a limited budget which comes from tax revenue. Imagine a government has $1 billion to spend. They want to build a renewable energy plant and a new international airport. Because taxpayer money is finite, they must choose. If they spend on the energy plant, they satisfy the want for green energy, but the desire for better travel infrastructure remains unfulfilled. They must prioritize based on the needs of the country. Economic goods versus free goods. Now let's categorize the things we consume. First, we have economic goods. An economic good is any product that is scarce in relation to the desire for it. It takes resources, land, labor, and capital to produce. Because these resources are used up and there is always an opportunity cost, which is the next best thing you could have made instead. Think of cars, furniture, or processed food. These are the goods that businesses sell to cover the cost of the resources used. On the other hand, we have free goods. These are naturally abundant and are not scarce. They do not take any factors of production to create them in their natural state because using them doesn't reduce the amount available to anyone else. There is no opportunity cost. Examples include sunlight, wind, and the air we breathe. So, a quick tip, while the wind is a free good, a wind turbine is an economic good because it costs resources to build. To wrap up chapter 1.1, remember these key exam points. Scarcity happens because unlimited wants are greater than finite resources. Choice is the inevitable result of this scarcity. Economic goods always involve a trade off or opportunity cost, while free goods are gifts of nature with no trade off involved. Thank you for joining me for our first lesson. In the next video, we will move on to chapter 1.2, the factors of production. So don't forget to subscribe so don't miss a single chapter.